Alrighty then. So now, back under the car. I think where I'll start with the axle shaft. I think I'll take that off. So you want to take off these bits, the hex bits, with the hex or their hex bolts with the hex bit. It's a 6. For anybody that wants to know, it is a 6. So just easily make sure the e-brake is on. You can take those off, and then make sure the e-brake is on, and then take these off, and then take it off, and then spin it. Take off the e-brake, and then spin it, and then do the other 3, and then I think it's 1, 2, 3. I think it's 6. So yeah, that would be a good way to do it. Now on this side for me, I'm gonna have to get like vice grips probably, and take 2 off or 3, I think, because they're all stripped, which fucking sucks. I took it off, so just like that, it's off. Like I said, there's 3 bolts over there that are stripped. Can't take it off, so I leave this on here. I usually would take this off, bring it down, put it to the side, but I can't, so I leave it here. So now I'm going up. Sorry. I'm going. The fuck? Hey, motherfucker. Who's poking out my car? What the fuck? Look at that. Look at that. Oh, shit. What's he doing? Oh, what the fuck? Is he like seeing his reflection and trying to fight himself? Hey, oh, hey, where you going? Oh, hey, go. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Hey, what's up? Where'd you go? Oh, hey, where'd you go? Okay. Oh, no, there's nothing right there. Oh, yeah. What's up? He's trying to get something. Alright, continuing. Oh, now I will. Oh, let me move these headers. So now, to disconnect the bolts from the transmission. Looks like it's really empty right here, but okay, so there's. Okay. There's 1 right here, 1 over here, 1 right there. And then there's 1 back here. So that's 4. And then there's 1. Oh, well, there was 1 right there. And there was 1 right there. I don't know what the fuck happened to those. I guess so. Transmission's a bitch. And then there's 2 up top. I'll show you those later. And there's also 1 right, it's the most pain in the ass to get. It's right behind the starter. Don't forget to disconnect the battery, because if you hit your tool by it, it'll spark, could cause a fuse or something, I don't know. So now to take those off, and also take this off, the master cylinder or the clutch slave cylinder. I think it's the clutch slave cylinder. I think the master's up top. But disconnect this just from this 2 bolts, this one and this one. Don't disconnect this, because then you'll bleed your line, and then you'll have to redo your clutch shit again. So now I think my transmission has fluid in it, so I think I'm gonna have to empty it before anything, because I am taking it out all apart, and I'm gonna have to like lift it up, and it's gonna pour out either way, but I want to take it all out. So for that, that's the bolt right there to take it out. So I'm gonna do all that, and then we'll get back to you guys. All right, so there's 4 bolts here on the bottom boot of the shifter. There's 1, it's 1, 2, and on the same side, on the other side, 1, 2. So we take those off. That'll kind of clear it from hanging from over there, and then from there we'll go into the front of the transmission. Alright, and we're back. So I got this off. It goes right there. I got it off. I got the bolts off. Now I need to go to the top and get the one that's by the starter. So that one's gonna be a hard one. Let me disconnect the battery and then I'll get back and show you guys kind of how I do it. For extension, and then there's the starter right there. Grab a short extension with like a not a deep socket 17, just a short one, regular size. So you gotta find a way for your hand to get back in there, and you gotta feel around. Like, you can first put your hand up there without the bolt and get a feel for where it's at. More or less, it fell out. Bean, because I think I mixed them up, dude. I fucking mixed them up, fucked them up. So now a lot of these motherfuckers came out while I was driving. So I guess there's one back there. Usually I get extensions. I kind of get it on there, and then I get extensions and I go from the top into here and then there. Or you can do it from here too, but you gotta get like a longer size extension. You gotta move this, and it's all pain in the ass. You might still end up having to move these motor mounts, disconnecting them from the engine so we can lower it even more, because there is 2 bolts still at the top that we need to get out. Right now I'm gonna disconnect these right here, this one and this one. This is like a little mount for this, and one right here. So yep, let's do it. Get her done. All right, so I'm ending up having to take off the motor mounts to bring it even lower. So there's 4 bolts, motor mounts, 1 on each side, 4 bolts, 8 bolts in total. So usually what I do is I get the jack and I bring it up under. Once I'm close to getting it off, I lift it up so it doesn't fall away. I lift it up, and then I'll put a jack under this one, and then I just bring it slowly down so I could get to that bolt. Hold on. To that bolt right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. I can't see it. My screen's all fucked up. But to that bolt right there. And then there's 2. There's one right there and one on the other side. Take those off and then pops off the transmission. Alright, so I got it off the motor mounts. Now I just have to like let it down slowly. Oh fuck. Hopefully nothing's being put pressure on. That's my main concern. Alright, so the bolts are up there. You can't see them, but I can see them. But when you get it down to this spot, you'll see them. They're 2 bolts. They're 17s. Get like an extension, a long extension. Get it in there. If you want to break it with your hand first and then impact it out, yeah. And then the way I got this little jack right here, I'm gonna bring it up to give it some support, and then once I get those off, it just should come off. So, all right, then here we go. All right, so there you go. Those are the bolts to take it out. I had to get it out. I was alone. It's pretty much a pain in the ass, but got it out. Just be careful when bringing it down. I would recommend getting what's it called? Jack for transmission. It's called transmission jack. I didn't get one because I don't know why. Didn't have a lot of time. So now I'm gonna take it apart, seal up the seals, clean them up, make sure everything's tight and nice and tight, torque to spec. And yeah, I'm tired. So that's how you take out your transmission out of your S2000. It's pretty easy, but a pain in the ass. I'm tired. But yeah, that's about it. I'm just gonna do what I said, and I'll probably make that a separate video from this one. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.